Hi everybody, I'm Tim Bulott and welcome to WeaponsAcademy.com. Here today with Terry Green from our Weapons Academy staff, and we're going to work on a drill that we call the descending distance drill. But before we get into that, just to touch on a couple of things. So we made this ammo shortage series. We made 10 episodes for you, and at the time we ended that series, it appeared ammo was coming back in and the prices were starting to stabilize and possibly even drop. Well, within a matter of a few days, that's all changed. So Terry, you're pretty tied into the retail side of the firearms industry. What's going on with ammo right now as of today?
So it's kind of rough right now, Tim. All the major manufacturers are behind. They're fighting to find components. They're running maximum capacity. I mean, if you look at the statements put out by CCI and the major manufacturers,
right.
Vista Outdoors, for instance, they're almost a year and $1 billion.
And we keep hearing
behind.
primers.
Right. It's a cascade effect.
Yeah.
You can't get raw materials. You can't get components. Well, it's the same for the manufacturers as it is for the guy that's reloading on the streets. So it's driving the cost of ammo up, and you're seeing it out there on the primary and secondary markets where it's going anywhere. 9mm is going anywhere from 50-60 cents a round all the way up to $1.20 a round, depending on where you're at in the country.
And 223 5.56 is right there with it.
It's the same thing. So the days of $169 1,000 round lots of 9mm are gone for right now.
And when you do find it, it disappears. I mean,
quickly.
It's gone fast, whether it's in the local gun store or from one of the box houses.
Well, or even online, because even if you're on email alerts from some of the manufacturers and some of the smaller manufacturers, they'll put the alert out, and within 15-20 minutes
you're too late.
It's gone.
You're too late.
Yeah.
And that affects us out here on the range, because we were talking between the foul weather that we've had here in Texas, and we're at the point now to where everybody wants to conserve their ammo. We're not getting our trigger time in like we used to do, right?
No, not at all.
And when we do, we utilize drills like what we're going to do today, okay? So let's get into today's lesson. Today's lesson kind of just picks up where we left off, and it's a drill that we'll build on over time. But what we're going to do is we're going to work from 25 yards back to 45 yards. And the object is to present fast or draw fast and shoot accurate, okay? We want to make every shot count, stage and press that trigger, and try to get the most bang for our buck with that,
okay,
so to speak, okay? So it's all about fine-tuning those fundamentals, and this should work good for us, Terry, because we've been snowed in for over a week. Before that, we were kind of conserving ammo, and so now we kind of need to knock the cobwebs off and so forth. So it's not really a gunfight drill per se, where we're going to fire numerous rounds at close range distances. We're going to work on our fundamentals here, but at the same time, we're going to try to get a lot of mileage out of our training.
So it's kind of working the gas and the brake at the same time.
Absolutely.
Here. That way you can control that flow.
So let's get into it, see what we can come up with.
Let's do it.
Okay, so for the first stage of this, I'm at 25 yards. I'm going to draw from the holster, present the weapon as quickly and efficiently as possible, gunfight speed to the target. But I'm shooting a smaller than man-size IPSC type steel target here. I'm going to stage and press and try to get one accurate shot, okay? So, at $1 a round, I don't want to lose any rounds, so to speak. We also know the accuracy effects of positive impact versus negative impact in a gunfight. We got to make that first shot count, okay? So this drill is really going to hone this in. So I'm going to let the distance be my guide on how fast to go, but I got to make it count. I want to get it on the body, okay? So it's draw fast, shoot accurate, okay? One round. Stand by. Good, and reholster, okay? And we're going to repeat that at every distance. Carry on target red, present quickly, stage and press for accuracy. Front sight, stage and press. Stand by. Up. Nice. Okay, 30 yards, same drill. One shot, draw fast, stage and press for accuracy. Stand by. Making every shot count. All right, Terry, you're up.
Yeah, my hands
front sight, stage, and press. Stand by. Threat. Good hit. Okay, 30 yards, all right? Or actually 35 yards. 35 yards, okay? Once again, Terry, we're kind of getting outside of people's comfort zones here. Most of us never practice at this distance, but that's the beauty of this drill. We want to make every shot count. Front sight, stage and press, one shot for accuracy. Stand by. It's a tad bit lower than I like, but I'll take it. All right, Terry, you're up. One round, stage and press, front sight. Just really feel that trigger. Stand by. Up. Nice. Upper right lung.
Got it.
All right, Terry, 40 yards, okay? Really stretching the limits of this pistol. Now, I'm gonna start allowing my round an inch or two of droppage here and so forth, because, hey, you know, I'm shooting 124 grain because that's all I could find. It's a heavier, slower round, so it's probably gonna drop just a little bit these longer distances, okay? So draw fast, shoot accurately. That means hit the target at all costs. Stand by.
Nice.
I'll take it.
Right in the liver.
All right, Terry, you're up. Front sight, stage, and press. One round. Stand by. Up. Very centered, right in the stomach. Good round. Okay, Terry, 45 yards. So this is the last stage of this, okay? Once again, and there should be a progression towards the slow side as we started at 25 and we're finishing, I said 40, but 45 yards here. The draw should be consistent. It's combat speed draw, but obviously we've got a little bit more front sight we got to manipulate there to work this. One round. Stand by. Threat. I'll take it.
Nice.
All right, Terry, you're up. See what you got here. One shot. Front sight, stage, and press. Own the trigger. Stand by. Up. Nice. Okay, so now we're going to do the descending distance drill. Okay, so we've got our warm-up coming back. Now we're going to close the gap. We're going to initially start from the holster. We're going to fire one shot per cone, and you can fire progressively faster as you get closer, but the object is to get every shot on target. It's not about time, it's about accuracy. So present fast and shoot accurate. And then it's only a 5-shot drill, so I've got my magazine split. I'll just reload when I need to reload, and that'll be a reload on the move. So we're emphasizing that element of the combat reload also. So it's covering a lot of the fundamentals here. So let me see what I can do first here, Terry. So whenever you're ready, you can give me my up drill.
Stand by. Up.
Descendants distance drill, one shot per station, stage and press, reload when needed. Shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Up. Good run. Good run. Stand by. Up. Nice. Good effort, good concentration. I like it. Okay, so we ran it 2 or 3 times each with the pistol. I tell you, Terry, I needed that.
Oh, I did too.
I mean, I don't know how you felt, but I got a lot of mileage out of doing that with, I mean, what do we use? 20 rounds, maybe 25 rounds each? Yeah, so, but for me, it was a well-needed tune-up after, you know, more than average time for me and probably for you not being on the range.
Yeah, and the benefit there is learning to control the gas and the brake so that you can pace yourself and not go too fast.
The drill makes you focus,
right?
Okay, and that's what we need, is just to hit those fundamentals, especially when you have big gaps between your training. I think a lot of people don't realize that you know, there's a lot of fast shooters out there, and you know, we practice at that level ourselves, but that's very, very perishable. And we'll come out here and we'll work and we'll get our times up and our speeds up on certain drills. Then we get busy at work, or a couple 3 weeks go by, or a month goes by, and that time increases on certain drills just from the lack of practice.
It does. And pushing yourself back to 45 yards with pistol, it's going to increase your skill set at close range.
Makes a 25-yard target a lot easier.
Makes a 25-yard target really easy. And that's well within the capability of the pistol. So.
Well, because we're in need of it and we got some good mileage out of that, how about we do that with our rifles, just to kind of tune those up a little bit.
I like it.
Now, we are shooting frange ammo, okay, because of the distance. We're shooting frangible ammo. You can do the same with paper targets. But, you know, 45 yards that's a short putt for a rifle. That's nothing, but it's not about that. We're gonna work the safety between positions, except during the combat reload, of course. We're gonna still work the combat reload on the move, et cetera, et cetera. Same drill, but let's run this now with the rifles just to get that same benefit and that same tune-up that we need, and we're gonna input that into the rifle.
I like it. Let's do it.
Good to go. Load. All right, Terry, we're gonna start from the high ready position. Okay, gonna move fast, present fast, or as fast as we can for men of our age, and shoot accurately. 1 shot per station. Reload when needed. Work the safety between positions. Stand by. Threat!
That ammo.
All right, good group, 5 for 5. Pretty simple compared to the pistol, right?
A lot simpler.
But then again, you're working all the buttons, knobs, and levers. You're running all the nomenclature of the weapon, so that's the benefit we want out of it.
Yep, I like it. It's a good refresher training. Brings everything back to the front.
All right, I'm gonna give it a shot.
All right, let's do it. Stand by. Threat.
There's a headshot for you, Terry.
Thank you.
Got ammo. And that headshot was intentional. I did aim on it. Stand by. All right, descending distance drill, okay? Like just one that we like to run. Nothing, you know, there's nothing hard about that. There's nothing, you know, really stressful about it. It's easy to set up, but it's what I call just a good common sense fundamental drill.
It is. I think probably the biggest stress with it is getting inside your own head and wanting to speed up when you should slow down.
But we got to keep reminding ourselves that we don't have the mass amount of ammo that we used to have, or some of us may, but a lot of us don't. And that's the whole point of this video, is just to give you some ideas that you can do at your range, you know, low cost, low ammo count, and still bring out a lot of the aspects of training that we need to bring out to carry over into everything else that we do.
And really simple to work in reload drills, you know, combat reloads into the drills. It's all good training.
So I needed it. I know you did too. So, all right. So that's it for today. Remember, if you're not training, you ought to be. And if you're not training at Weapons Academy, come check us out. and see what we're doing. Y'all stay safe, watch your backs out there. Weird times we're living in right now. We'll see you on the next one.